Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to this month's O.C.D gaming news. And girl, there is a lot to talk about, so let's get to it. First things first, I have to give a special shout out to my beloved Patreons at the infected level. Big shout out to D Cells and Maddie Gallows. Thank you so much for your love and support on Patreon. I appreciate you so very much. Now, back to the news. It's time for the Gamers Court. Well, everyone, it's good to be back. I know last month we did not have our gaming news episode due to me. Obviously, I am in a new location, witness protection program. Here I am. I am here in a new location, undisclosed, in the bunker, reporting live from the bunker. That is why there was no gaming news episode last month. And that's why the videos have been sporadic, still trying to find a good schedule, still trying to adjust to this new place, new location. And I am back. Miss Denise is back. She has been found. She reported back to work. I'm very happy to report that Miss Denise, my dress form, is back working on Bitch on a Budget Productions here in the new location, in the new office. That's why there was no gaming news episode last month. As you know, these episodes take a very long time to write, record, edit, put all my receipts in. So it takes a long time to do that episode, and there was no time last month, so I apologize. Hopefully we will be getting back to normal episodes, normal videos, coming back, normal shenanigans, okay? Because this is ridiculous. This has been a much longer adjustment period than I anticipated. So we're back, and here is the November gaming news for this month. Let's get into it. Today on the docket for the Gamers Court. Now, I know I have been out of commission last month, but guess what? More gaming layoffs and more company shutdowns. I know, I'm shocked. Says no one. Says absolutely no one. I was hoping for some good news. I'm like, I haven't really been in the loop. What's been going on? I know I missed some news last month. Let's hope there wasn't as many shutdowns, layoffs. Oh, but no. Oh, but no, was I wrong. We are back. Firewalk Studios and Neon Koi, the two studios have been shut down by Sony PlayStation. And not only that, 210 jobs were lost. 210 people are now out of a job because of these studio closures. What a shame. It is so sad. I cannot believe. More gaming shutdown, more bad news for the gaming industry. And I have some thoughts. Exhibit A. I am still dumbfounded at the sheer amount of gaming studios having to be shut down, gaming studios having to make massive layoffs. And it is a shame. It is so unsustainable in this industry for us to keep going on like this. The gaming industry has got to figure out a way, concoct a plan, if you will, to try and stop the bleeding of this industry and people leaving the industry in droves, okay? It is not sustainable. Exhibit B. Team sizes seem to be growing at an exponential rate. These team sizes seem to be getting bigger and bigger, and the bloat seems to be getting larger and larger to an unsustainable growth. Okay, this industry keeps hiring and hiring, making bigger, better, bigger video games at the cost of the industry itself. Now, in my personal opinion, as a judge in this Gamers Court with no real stake in the game, right? I have no inside information. PlayStation ain't telling me nothing. So to me, I feel like we need to invest more in our indie games and need to invest more in our AA games. Give us smaller games with a big impact, less turnover time, shorter dev cycles, shorter design cycles, where these games can be made a lot quicker than 5, 6, 7 years, which I know and I appreciate how hard all the game devs work on these games. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate all the hard work they put into it, and I know games cannot be made overnight. That's not what I'm saying. Maybe scale back a little bit of the expectations that us as gamers might have. Like, don't get me wrong, you give me a good game with a story and I am thrilled. Like the games I played that were like small, like probably did not cost billions and millions of dollars to make. The game I played a couple of months ago in the summer, I'll put the name here, the game with Troy Baker and Roger Clark, which they're making into a movie. They're making some sort of like movie or a TV series about it, and I think they're going to be in it. Fort Solace. Like, give me those small games. We don't need millions and millions of dollars in the budget. We can pull off great games with a great storytelling and shorter gameplay. Sometimes, I don't know about you, sometimes I feel, who's got all the time to play, to invest 60 hours in a game? Not me. I know I don't. Which I appreciate all the hard work they put into it, but it's okay. It's okay. Like, even if, like, we're not expecting, like Senua's Saga, that game was a masterpiece. It took, like, I don't know, 6-7 years to make, and it also was like brilliant and groundbreaking. It was just like one of those games that is just iconic. You don't need, I mean, I know how much they must spend, but give me a good story, give me great gameplay, give me good mechanics, and I am a happy girl. But don't get me wrong, I love like the huge games too, the AAA games, but there has to be some kind of balance. What do you think? In my courtroom, I say the scales of balance must be balanced a little bit better so people don't lose their jobs, so the industry can remain sustainable, and that we could keep playing great games. And our people, our game devs, won't be getting so burnt out, so much under the pressure of getting good games out. Just got, where is it? When is it? When's the next one coming out? And now you're working on this one. What's taking so long? Like, I want good games, and I want a good quality of life, for the people who make the games. Is that too much to ask in this courtroom on this day? Probably, but we're going to try. We're not going to stop asking and demanding for a better industry all around. I think like good things come in small packages, maybe the trend going forward, maybe the best way to go, and it might just save it. I think it's a good place to start. My judgment in this case is scale it back, give us great story, give us great gameplay. We don't need Hollywood budgets. We don't need Hollywood blockbusters. We appreciate them, but it's not the be-all and end-all of the gaming industry, in my opinion. Maybe very divisive, but that's just my opinion. Who am I? Nobody. PlayStation ain't calling me. Xbox. Phil Spencer is not calling me, telling me the tea, telling me what's going on. He is not bothered by little old me. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And that's my judgment. I am putting y'all on the budget. Bitch on a budget is coming through and putting you on their budget. Invest in more indie games and AA games, in my opinion. More people will have job security, I think. But what do I know? Nobody's telling me nothing. Herman Hulst isn't telling me anything. Phil Spencer ain't telling me shit. So that's just my humble opinion as this judge in this courtroom, the Honorable O.C.Deidre, has placed her judgment. Now, get out of my courtroom. Next case. There are some major games coming out in 2025. This we know. There are so many games slated for 2025. Like the biggest probably is GTA 6. I almost said 5. GTA 6 coming out in 2025. There is a ton of great games coming out in 2025. South of Midnight is coming out, which I will talk about more later on in this episode. But not only are we getting some great games coming out in 2025, Sony PlayStation has said that there are going to be major exclusives coming out on the PlayStation going forward every year starting in 2025. Now, every year starting in 2025, that's what I like to see. Exclusives. I can't wait to see. We know The Last of Us Part 3 is in development as confirmed by Neil Druckmann himself in the documentary, The Last of Us Part 2 Grounded 2 documentary. He has officially said they are working on it. They have a through line. They're working on it. But that won't be out forever. Like, I'm not even thinking in the next 6 years because we're still waiting for some kind of announcement from them coming up. Now, I'm thinking 2026 for a new Naughty Dog game, the game they have been working on. They have been lipped about it for years. Okay, so I think The Last of Us Part 2 came out in 2020, correct? Yeah. I mean, it's already 2024. We're at the end of 2024. It's almost 5 years since the release. So hopefully we'll be seeing something from them. Hopefully we'll be seeing something from Sony Santa Monica. And hopefully we will be seeing something from The Wolf Among Us 2. I'm really looking forward to that. What do you guys think? I know they have been very quiet, but Wolf Among Us 2 is also coming out. I don't know if that's going to be exclusive. I'm not sure. But either way, I want to see these games. I want to see all the games we're waiting for to come out, or at least announce, or at least teased to give us something to look forward to. 2024 was a little skinny on the releases, I'm just saying. Let's hope we see those exclusives. I'd be very excited to see what that schedule looks like. I'm very excited. We also know that Wolverine is coming out. It's supposed to come out. Who knows? What do you think going forward the next yearly exclusives, the major yearly exclusives will be? Let me know in the comments. The PS Pro 5 has officially launched. It launched on November 7th. Were you able to get your hands on the PS5 Pro? The reviews are in and they are overwhelmingly good, right? Like for the quality and everything, but like God bless you if you have the money to get it. Good for you. This girl will not be purchasing anything new or major for the foreseeable future. But there's at least 50 plus games that have been announced that will be compatible with the PS5 Pro. Let me know if you've been playing on it and if you like love it, see a huge difference. Let me know in the comments. GTA publisher Take-Two Interactive confirmed in its quarterly earnings report that GTA 6 will be releasing in the fall of 2025. So a year from now, we will have that game in our hot little hands, driving through Florida in the GTA universe, causing havoc, wreaking havoc, I am sure. And that's going to be the hottest game of the year, like hands down. I don't know what else is going to come out that year. Now, if you remember way back, let's go way back, 2013, The Last of Us and GTA 5 came out the same year, and GTA won Game of the Year, GTA 5 won Game of the Year. And the rest of us Last of Us fans were left holding the bag, wondering why, God, why? We thought that was the best game ever, like, you know, a most iconic a game of all time, especially from Naughty Dog. That's saying something. So I wonder if we're going to have like a rematch 13 years later or 12 years later, right? Let's wait and see if they will stick to that release date window of fall 2025. And other GTA news, GTA 5, speaking of, 2013, since it has been released, it has sold over 205 million units sold. That is insane to me. That is insane. 205 million. Wow, that is some milestone. Now, surprise that no one saw coming. I did not see coming. Death Stranding was surprise released on Xbox last week. Crazy, like no warning, no hints. Boom, it was just released. The exclusive Death Stranding from PlayStation has now been released on Xbox. Not a huge surprise, but just a surprise that we didn't see any announcements coming that it was going to, like, there was no clues. There was just like, bam, here's the day, you can now play it on Xbox. Since Kojima is not beholden to only PlayStation, Sony PlayStation, he is working with Xbox on Visit, right? And also O.C.D game. God knows when that's coming out. God knows what that's going to be a journey on. But it's a journey that we're all going to go on, and we're not going to know where it's going, where it's headed, or where we're going to wind up. But I can't wait to jump on that crazy train and just ride, because it is never what we think it is. So I look forward to anything Hideo Kojima puts out. What do you think? Do you think we'll be seeing anything from him? He did say that Death Stranding 2 was coming out in 2025. And God, I hope so, because I am ready for that game. I'm so obsessed. I love Death Stranding, and I cannot wait to see how the story will unfold in Death Stranding 2. Now, if you have been here for longer than 3 minutes, you know I am a huge Double Fine fan. And not only am I a huge Double Fine fan, I am a super, maybe not so normal, maybe to an unhealthy amount, a fan of Brutal Legend. Now, if you look back on my older videos, I had like a wall of fame and all my gaming stuff set up. I have not set up anything in this gaming room. Since I moved here, I have like a little Brutal Legend like section, like just all on its own. I love that game, and it was on October 13th. It was its 15-year anniversary, and bitch, that game still holds up. I recently played it, like I think last year. I replayed it. Like I pick it up every now and then. But the bad thing about playing that game is once I start playing, I never want to put it down. So I have to just play it straight through, and I ain't got the time to play games for joy or for fun lately. Like I don't have time to do a lot of anything lately, but loved that game, and I was so thrilled that it reached such a milestone, 15 years, and it's still relevant. It's still an incredible game, and every year Tim of Legend gets to play it. He plays the multiplayer every year, and this year I was unable to get online and play at all. Like every year I go on and I try and get, like, my dream is to actually play a multiplayer match. I mean, I'm terrible at multiplayer, but my dream is to actually play a match against Tim of Legend, the legend himself, Tim, Big T, Tim Schafer. I would love to play a match against him one day, but this was not the year to do it. Maybe one day. So happy anniversary, happy Rocktober. I know this is like a little bit pre this month's episode's information, but I will always give Brutal Legend its heavy metal horns. Shout out to all my metalheads. Congratulations to Double Fine on such an iconic game. 15 years and we still live for it. Happy anniversary to my metalheads, to Brutal Legend, and to Double Fine. Now, Joseph Fares, the iconic F the Oscars game dev of Hazelight Studios, had also a huge milestone. His game, It Takes Two, has surpassed 20 million sold. 20 million copies sold, and it is incredible. What an incredible achievement. You love to see it. I am rooting for that guy. We were rooting for you. We were rooting for you. I can't wait to see what he's working on next. Like, if anybody deserves it, it's him. I just love his energy and his unhealthy love for video games. We love to see it. So congratulations to Hazelight Studios, and I can't wait to see what they're working on next. Just a special aside, thank you. Last month was Halloween, and every year for Halloween I do my makeup cosplay, my video game makeup cosplay. It was a hard thing to pull off this year because with the move, everything was coming like at the worst possible time. So I was able to pull off my Halloween makeup cosplay, and was it perfect? Absolutely not. It was a little busted, but I was really happy that I got something that was like in my vision board of what I wanted it to be like. So thank you for all the love and support on that video and on that video game makeup cosplay look inspired by Until Dawn and the final girl trope. That's what I was going off, the final girl trope, turning into the monster of life and death, turning into a creature, which wasn't too hard for me, honestly. It wasn't too hard. So thanks for all the love and support on that video game makeup cosplay. Check out my other video game makeup cosplays if you haven't seen them before. They're all a little messy. None of them are perfect. I am not a professional, but they are so much fun to do, but a lot of work. So thanks for your kind words. I appreciate you so very much. PlayStation has announced they are releasing the 30th anniversary special edition on November 21st. There will only be 12,300 PS5 Pro Anniversary consoles released, and congrats if you are able to get your hands on it. Like, that is like a get, like that would be amazing if you could get your hands on. I would love to. PS5 Slim Anniversary Bundle and DualSense is expected to restock soon. Some good news coming out in the video game industry. First of all, Indiana Jones game, it's releasing on December 9th, and some of the games the studio had made in the past were not too kind to the dogs in the game. But good news, all the dogs in the game will be safe. There will no harm come to any of the dogs in the video games. Please, I'm still traumatized from The Last of Us Part 2. I will never get over it. Naughty Dog did us so dirty. Good news for the game coming out and for all the pups. They're all good dogs. Also, shout out to Troy Baker, who I literally had to rewatch and watch the trailer a couple of times to actually tell, like, is it really Harrison Ford? Is it really Harrison Ford voicing this character in this game? That's how similar he sounds. It's uncanny how he gets the intonation, the voice, the timbre of the voice. Like, he's incredible. Like, say whatever you want about Troy Baker. If he's a cocky person, he probably deserves to be a cocky person because he's incredibly talented, right? And his voice acting, even in the trailer and the gameplay that they released like this past month or whatever it was, a couple weeks ago, I don't even remember, is incredible. He sounds just like Harrison Ford, and he's captured his essence. It's incredible. Now, Dragon Age Veilguard has finally been released after many years of its direct sequel from Dragon Age Inquisition, and has been getting rave reviews. It was released on Halloween. Have you played it? I have never played the Dragon Age game. I haven't played this one, but I know it is like die-hard fandom for it. So I'm very happy for everyone who was so excited for its release, and it's doing great so far. Like, people are loving it, so congrats. Now, some sad news this month. Spider-Man 2 Venom character Tony Todd was the actor and voice actor, and he voiced Venom for Spider-Man 2, has passed away. What a shame. Such a talented actor, and it's like sent shockwaves through the gaming community. So many tributes to him are coming out online. So just what a shame. Rest in peace. Such a talented actor, gone way too soon. So very sad to hear of his passing. Now, South of Midnight is a game that I was all in. Like, it had me at hello. And I've been waiting, and they've released another trailer and a gameplay trailer. Just a couple of days ago, I'm recording this on the 14th of November. Just a couple of days ago, Compulsion Games released a documentary talking about the making of the game and the behind the scenes and interviews with the actors. And let me tell you something, I'm already so excited for it. And I saw the gameplay of it, and just everything about it just shouts out to me, has already won me over. It's coming out in 2025. I don't know when. Like I said, 2025 is going to be packed. I hope we get some sort of, like, it's spread out between, like, I hope they're not all bunched together and all released at the same time, because we're going to need time to enjoy all these games that they're releasing. Like I said, Wolf Among Us 2, GTA 6, South of Midnight. Like, it's just, so much love and care went into, I mean, they're all coming out in 2025, but South of Midnight, you could just see how much love and care they put into it, the storytelling, everything about it. I am in love with that game. I can't wait for it to come out. I will be the first one to play it. It's a day one for me. Have you heard about this game? I know if it's kind of floating under the radar with some people, but I just want to give it its flowers because it just looks like everything. Hazel is the Weaver. She's the main character. Beautiful, beautiful artwork, beautiful character design, beautiful everything. I'm obsessed. I can't wait to play it. Now, Jason Schreier had an interview with Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer told Jason that Xbox is planning a handheld, but not anytime soon. And God, I hope so. I feel like Xbox and PlayStation needs like a good handheld. I know that there's the PS1 backbone, has like you can play the games on the phone, but I'm talking about like a real ass handheld console for when we are on the go and we want to play our games. Like, honestly, that would be incredible. That would be amazing. And I'm really hoping that they're able to pull this off sooner rather than later. I don't know what's taking so long. Maybe they're waiting for the next gen. Phil Spencer did not call me to get my opinion on this, obviously. I know everybody will be looking forward to this, so I hope it's sooner rather than later. If like the Switch and how popular Switch is, like, we could have that. We could be that. This could be us, right? Literally. Let me know in the comments. Would you be willing to buy, like, have an actual like console and then have one a portable one? I would love it. Here are the video game release dates from now until the end of the year, guys. 1 month left to the end of this horrible, horrific year. Oh my God, I cannot wait for this year to be over. Oh my God. This year has been a lot. It's going to be a lot going forward, but the end of the year is coming. Whatever it is, the year is going to be done next month, and there was a lot of good games came out. I feel like this was one of the slowest gaming years we've had in a long time, even though there was a lot that came out. For me personally, maybe not everybody, but the games I like to play, there weren't that many that I love to play. I know that the Lake House, the Alan Wake 2 final DLC released October. I think it came out in October. I haven't even had a chance to even like play it, but that is what I'm going to be playing next. I'm going to be finishing up Until Dawn, playing that now. I started playing Life is Strange, girl. Nobody is bothered by me playing Life is Strange. If you guys want me to play more, I will, but maybe I'll wait until I'm finished with Until Dawn, and then I want to finish playing Alan Wake 2, The Lake House, Guys, your girl needs some support. If you really want me to keep, I know I've been so sporadic with the videos, but that's just temporary until I really get back into the gigs and working like normal, because nothing is normal right now. Honestly, I don't know how I'm getting anything out and up on the channel. So please bear with me. I appreciate your patience so very much. Like, these games, it just takes a lot. So I'm going to be finishing Until Dawn. Then I'm going to be doing the Lake House, the final DLC for Alan Wake. I don't know how long that will take. I know it's like they're short. They're DLCs. They shouldn't take maybe a couple of parts, like 2 or 3 parts. I think the other DLCs were, so it wasn't too bad. And if you guys really want, I'll finish Life is Strange. If not, maybe I'll finish it on my Patreon. If you join me on Patreon, we have a lot of fun over there. Every week I just started coming back to uploading my streams every week. If you're on the Infected or the Firefly level, you get an extra video every week. So you get a video of, right now I'm doing a speed run of The Last of Us Part 1, which is very challenging and fun, and to try and really get through that game. Like, when you know all your strats, you know everything. I'm trying to play it on speedrun. So support your girl if you would like on Patreon. The other games that are coming out, I don't think there's anything major coming out until the end of the year. So this is what I'm going to be finishing playing until the end of the year. What will you be playing up until the end of the year? Let me know in the comments. I'm excited to hear what you're excited for, what you're playing now, and what you're looking forward to in 2025. My yes for the month. First of all, shout out to my new microphone. She is beautiful. Marie the microphone, she is here. The microphone is so far so good. All right, so she's working. Rip to my old microphone, did not survive the move. So we have a new microphone. This is so much better. I adore the new microphone. So that's my yes for the month for my gaming stuff. And I was very excited that I'm here. I'm safe in the new place with all the shenanigans going on. I'm going to be finishing up Until Dawn, which is very nostalgic for me. It was the very first game I played on the channel 9 years ago, nine plus, a couple of months, when it first released in 2015, in August 26th of 2015, if I'm not mistaken. I'm very excited to be back playing that. I already have like a couple of videos already recorded that have not been edited yet because there have been no time. So I have a couple more videos of Until Dawn. I'm going to record some more today, hopefully. And I still have not finished yet Frank Stone. Oh my God, guys. I have one video of Frank Stone coming up that was recorded in my old place before I moved. So you'll see like the old setup, very nostalgic to see my old setup. But that video is ready to be uploaded. But when I finish playing Frank Stone, when I come back to it, I'll upload that part and we'll finish playing Frank Stone as well. So my yes for the month is I'm glad to be back here with you guys, doing, getting back to whatever normal is, some sort of normalcy here in the new studio, being back with you guys. I miss you guys so, so much. I miss playing games and sharing them with you. And it has been such an adjustment. So the one constant in my life is definitely playing video games, and I love to play video games, and I'm back playing, so I'm very thrilled to be back, and I'm really looking forward to 2025. I think this is the 98th episode of Gaming News, and on the beginning of January is going to be my 100th gaming episode. I cannot believe 100 episodes. I've only missed 1 month, and all that time, that's because of this major move. It was major if I wasn't there to report the news. The news must go on. So I'm very grateful for you, all of you guys, your patience. My Patreons have been so patient. I appreciate you all so very much. So thank you for being here and supporting your girl. Thanks for all the love and support on my Halloween makeup cosplay. I really appreciate that so much. If you like the videos, please like the videos, share the videos, leave me a comment. Even if you tell me my makeup is terrible, I might not even disagree with you. Leave me a comment. It helps me. It helps my videos get seen. Leave a shady comment and share the videos, like the videos. If you want to see more of my videos, I have I have like thousands of videos on this channel. I'm not even joking. Go watch my old playthroughs. There's so many games that I played on the channel if you're new here. And if you're one of my OGs, thank you for still being here. I appreciate you all so very much. I never forget. Thank you so much for being here. That's my yes for the month. Glad to be back. Good to be back. Good to be back with you guys. I promise starting to get more into a rhythm, more stable recording uploads soon. So thanks so much, guys. And my mess for the month is the same shenanigans with these overgrown budgets that I feel like sometimes the games themselves suffer and the game devs suffer, which in turn we all suffer. Okay, right? If the game devs aren't happy, if they ain't working, there's going to be no video games for us to play. So it's good for all of us to have reasonable expectations of the game devs, of the game industry themselves, and what they're making and what they're trying to do. So I hope we can all get it together and that we get more games and that the developers are not fighting for their lives every day trying to keep their jobs and trying to keep studios going. Like, you could be a successful studio, you can make a successful game, and you could still be fired out the door. So my heart goes out to all the people who have lost their jobs, and we need this business to be sustainable. Like, people suffer, like, this is too much. So that's my mess for the month. Let's hope it's better next month. Let's hope everything is better. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you so very much. I still have a little side business. I am crocheting. I am sewing accessories. I'm crocheting my little heart out. And I have a side business. Everything is listed in the description box for Made in Stone accessories on Etsy. Right now I just have scrunchies up there and some like little other accessories, but my crochet stuff I haven't put up on there. I literally have not had time to even put stuff up on my Etsy shop. So I'm a small business owner. So if you want to support me there, you can. So thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so very much. Thanks for showing up and watching these videos, leaving me a comment. You guys are awesome and I appreciate you. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back with more.